and welcome to Laney's Beads and Bliss. I'm Laney. I'm so glad to have you guys here with me today. So, what we're going to do today is, as you can see here on my bead mat, I have a little pattern going. We're going to make some holiday bracelets today. Why not? Holiday bracelets with some bling. So, here's what I have. Let me bring you guys down just a little bit so you can see. Alright guys, so I've got some components. I went looking through my stash to see what I had, and I came up with a few little patterns for a few little bracelets. Potentially could be worn together. So I have these little red beads here. These are just little glass beads. I've got some daisy spacers, and these are some snowflake beads. They're metal. These came in a bargain bead box a while ago, and I saw a sneak peek of an unboxing, and they are giving us some more. So I figured I'll use these now. And then when I get my bargain bead box, we'll be unboxing that. So we'll have that. We'll have some more available to us. But then I also have some of these little black beads. These came in my Michael's haul, you guys. I think I showed you guys that. And then I have these little teeny tiny bead caps. Look how tiny these things are, y'all. Come on now. Look how tiny that is. That is so tiny. But I got them on Amazon, and they come in a pack, and they have all different sizes in there. So I got those. And these little teeny tiny daisy spacers. These are like maybe 3mm daisy spacers. Look how tiny. So cute. So I kind of tried to keep the same theme going on here with some red and some sparkle and silver. So for this bracelet, we have some of these oblong shaped crystals. They're so pretty. They have so much shine. Look at them. So much shine on that. Look at that puppy. Woohoo. Yes. And then these little red ones, these are faceted. I don't know if you can see the facet on it. Let me see if I can put it in perspective here. But these are just little faceted beads. Lovely. All right, let me unzoom you guys. All right. So that's going to be our third strand. Very simple stringing going on here, right? So then I also wanted something a little bit more chunky, a little bit more substantial, because these are kind of thin and nice, right? So I found some of these crystal rondelles. These came in a mix in the bargain bead box as well. These are faceted crystals. Look all the facets on those. So pretty. Y'all know I love to say pretty, right? Look at it. Look at it. Hey, see how that's faceted? It just catches the light, y'all. So pretty. Especially in a darker bead. Sometimes it's hard to see the sparkle in darker beads. But I also use some of these rondelles. These have some kind of wash on them. I think it's AB, so when the light catches it, they just flash and twinkle and wink. Love it. So that's what we're doing today, guys. I already did get started on my pattern, because who wants to watch somebody sit and string beads? Really? Okay. But I wanted to show you what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and we will finish up this strand right here. Once we finish up our strands, then we will put our findings on the ends so that we can close them up and they'll become a bracelet, right? Okay, so here we go. All right. So these, my pattern is going with the daisy spacers. Okay, but they look like little flowers. They're so pretty. I think those came in bargain bead box too. Guys, I love bargain bead box. I love it. And then I had the crystal rondelle, this little smoky stone here. It's got like different colors in it. It's not really black, depending on how you look at it, right? If you look at it, it's got almost smoky colors in there. So pretty. Okay. So let's finish stringing this one up. So we're going to do my pattern. I've got this rondelle here, this rondelle here, and then this one. Now we're going to put on our spacer just to give our red a little pop right there. Okay, then we'll go with this one. And this one. Back to our pattern. Right here with our little red guy. And this one. Simple pattern. And our daisy spacers. And I'm going to check my length to make sure, because like I told you guys, my wrist is kind of small. But look how pretty that strand is. Oh, together, people. And it's almost got a little purple in it too. All right, so let me get my measuring tape out here. I got this little puppy from Temu. Love beyond measure, and why not? All right, so on this side it's got millimeters, I guess, and this side is my inches. So as I told you, I'm looking for about 6 1/4. Right now I am a little bit short, but depending on what size clasp I put on it, could make it long enough, but I think we'll be fine. Now guys, if we were making this a triple strand bracelet, all of these would have to be the same size. But since we're making 3, we can put different size clasps and we can put extender chain on these as well. All right, so let's set this one to the side over here and we can work on our next one. So this one is very simple, but I think it's going to be so pretty with all the bling going on. All right, let me bring you guys back up a little bit. All right, so here we go. We got our red, and I am putting our daisy spacers around our big bead. And this is kind of how I like to do it, guys, when I'm designing and different things like that. I kind of want to see what works. I'll put it all together and then I'll go back and finish them up. Yep. And you can do it however you want, however you feel comfortable, because, you know, at the end of the day, this is our bliss. Remember, guys, this is our bliss. And it is 8 o'clock in the morning, and I've been up here just trying to put some things together. My hubby is out of town. He's a hunter, so he went hunting this weekend. So my grandson and I are here home by ourselves, and I'm doing this early in the morning so that when he gets up, maybe we can do something together today. I think that would be nice. Okay, I need my other daisy spacer. There we go. Get on there, you. All right. And my red. That is so pretty. Okay. How about stunning? This one is stunning. At least it's not just pretty. You know that's my favorite term, pretty. Okay. Now, Okay. And probably, you guys, on the end of this one, I'm probably going to end up putting these little silver balls, right? So look how stunning. Look at all that shine and shimmer and glimmer. What? All right, let's see what our length is here. Okay. So as you can see, this one is 6.5, almost 7 inches. So maybe we don't need that much. So maybe I take off one set right here. I told you guys this is real jewelry making. Yep. All right, so we're about 6.25. Once I put my little silver balls on, I think we'll be good. And I make bracelets to fit my wrist, but these can be, like I said, these can be extended if you are making it for someone else. We don't always know what somebody's wrist size is, right? So if we put a little extender chain on there, anybody would be able to wear it. All right, so I got my little bead bug here. So now we're done stringing this one. Ah, so pretty. Put that over there. Okay, so now we can finish up our last one. As I told you guys, I had already come up with a little pattern, so we'll finish this out. So I've got my little snowflake here. That's next. Snowflake. I should have my glasses on because I can't half see what I'm doing. But we got our 2 little daisy spacers. We have our red one in the middle. Are you seeing a pattern here? Red one in the middle between the daisy spacers. Okay. So for this next section, I'm using these little bead caps because I want it to be like a little station. Okay, I got 3. And in jewelry making, guys, odd numbers are the way to go. 3s, 5s, 7s, 9s, whatever it might be. But it's good because that's the way things happen in nature, right? Yes. All right, so we've got our snowflake red, our 3. We need our red with our little daisy spacers. Again, simple stringing project. Anybody can do it. All right, there we go. All right, our snowflake. And then we're going to go to our little 3 station again. Come here, you. These things are so tiny. I don't even know if you guys can see how tiny they are. All right. 1, 2, and 3. All right, our little bead cap. All right, and then we're going for a red again. I love red too. I just love everything. Y'all know. All right, there's our red. And we are back to... All right, and then we're going for a red again. I love red too. I just love everything. Y'all know. All right, there's our red. And we are back to... our silver bead. All right, and then our daisy spacer, our little red bead, daisy spacer, bead cap, Get over there. The struggle is real. All right. There we go. R3. And our little bead cap. And we're going to go into our last little section right here. And then we will check our length. Because we might have to pull back again, you guys. We'll see. That's already looking too long. I can already see that. That's like a necklace size. Okay, let's see. So, yeah. That is definitely too long. We're almost at 7.5. So, I'm looking at about 6.25. Alright, so I think if we take this last little station off here, we'll be about right. So maybe we can make some earrings with those. Haha. Alright, let's see. Yep, we're about right. So that's a little under 6.25. Here's 6.25. But we're going to make this work because we don't want to make it too long. I can put a couple spacer beads on here. Got spacer beads. So this is kind of how I keep them in these containers. These are diamond painting containers. I found these at Michael's for $1.79. If you look on Amazon, they are considerably more. Hobby Lobby, way to go. Thank you, Hobby Lobby. $1.79. All right. So I will just get a couple of these little spacers out here. All right, guys, here we go. So we're going to put these together. I have got my little clamshell connectors here, and I've got some little crimp tubes, number 2 crimp tubes. All right, we will need some pliers, and we will need some cutters. Okay. Because we're going to cut our wire. We're going to have to cut our wire, and we're going to have to use our pliers so we can smash stuff. Guys, even though, you know, this is our place of bliss, we can also get rid of some aggression. We got some aggression. I don't particularly have any right now, but hey, you might. Take it out on smashing stuff. Like crimp tubes. All right, so we're going to close this up. As I showed you guys last time, we need to leave just a little bit of wire right there and crimp that puppy. We're going to crimp it. We don't want a lot because if there's too much, it'll come out through the end of our clamshell. See how that is? It is not sticking up too far. See that? Okay. So we'll close that. Whoop. Good job, you. All right, let's close this up. There we go. All closed up. So now we can let our beads fall down to the end, and we've got an end here that we can connect stuff. All right, you go on down there. And of course, guys, again, too much wire. However, I'd rather have too much than not enough. The 7-strand wire is very inexpensive, but I know times are hard everywhere, you guys. But we're still going to be finding our bliss right here on this bead mat, aren't we? Yes, we are. All right, again, we are going to let gravity do its job, just so our bracelet isn't stiff. It's not going to be stiff, but we also don't want any real space in between our beads. Okay, so we'll grab that right there. Then we can get our pliers around our little crimp tube. Okay, see how I've got that in there? And we're going to pull it up just a little bit. And then we can smash. Smash. Okay. There we go. Got that smashed in there. Shouldn't be too much space, but leaves us a little bit for movement. Okay. So now we're going to cut this off right here. I'm leaving just a little bit. Really? Did I just mess up my pliers? I cut something last night and I think I might have messed up my new pliers, which upsets me a great deal. All right, so there we go. Now look at that trying to be all crooked. What a mess. All right, let's get those together. Get yourself together. All right. All right, so we got one. We're going to do it in fashion of... We're going to do it in the fashion of an assembly line, you guys. That's the way I like to do it, especially if I'm making a lot of like bracelets or a lot of earrings or whatever else. I'll lay everything out, get it all set up so I can do an assembly line because that makes it easier. If I'm getting ready for a show or something like that, you betcha. I am trying to utilize my time as best as I can because I have a full-time job. Yes, I do. So this is what I do in my spare time after work on weekends. Like today, it's Saturday. But I love hanging out with you guys. And hopefully you guys like hanging out with me. I would love to see you guys like some comments. And I want to thank all of those that have subscribed already. My channel is very new and I'm super excited. Even though I only have 11 subscribers right now, you guys are my family. Whomever are my subscribers. You're the reason that I'll get up every day and come and do this. Yay. All right. There we go. All right, that puppy's not going anywhere. So now we can cut our wire. Well, that sounded like it was supposed to. All right, I'll close that down. Pretty. Look at all that sparkling, all that bling on that. Oh, I'm ready for the holidays, y'all. Now look at the difference in the size. Okay, so this one, I might have to do a little extra. I might have to put some little extra stuff on there to make it a little bit longer. Let's see. Yep. See how I got some space there? So I can use a bigger clasp on this one to make it bigger. And this one, I can use something a little bit smaller because, as you can see, we're already at size. If I put anything big on there, it'll be way too big for my wrist. But this one can be for one of my friends. Yes. I love giving gifts to my friends, y'all. I love making jewelry for them and different things. I make pins and bookmarks and keychains and wine stoppers and all the things. And if you guys want to see some of that stuff that I've made, put it in the comments and I will do a video and I'll show you some of the things that I have made and how I make them. You guys leave me some comments. I love to hear what you guys think. All right, so there's our little clamshell again. Close that puppy down. And we can do our other side. And guys, on this one, I forgot to leave some space. Look how stiff it is. I might have to restring that one. But for purposes for today, we're going to go with it. Where did my other clamshell connector go? I'm pretty sure I took out 6. Okay, maybe I didn't. All right. So here's my other little container. I've got all my clamshell connectors in here. I've got jump rings in here. But you know, guys, I don't really use these jump rings because they are not good. I have had them literally disintegrate when I smash them with my pliers. And I am not happy with that because if it is going to disintegrate within my pliers, it will not hold my jewelry together. And I am not happy about that. All right. So let me grab one more here. There we go. Okay. Put this on here. And then a crimp tube. And we'll hold it this time because I need to. We don't want stiff stuff. I'm going to have to restring that other one because it's just too stiff. And guys, if you have trouble getting your pliers in here, you can open this up a little bit. Like so. And I got y'all so close. Can you see what I'm doing? Alright. So, I'm going to grab my little crimp tube. And we're going to, let me get this back in my hand again. I'm going to let gravity do its job, y'all. If I can, Lord. Alright. Well, I got my, alright, now I can smash. Hug smash. Alright, there we go. And she's on there. Leave just a little bit. And we can now close her up. You want to make sure that when you have it in there that it's not long ways because that'll cause your clamshell to not be able to close. It needs to be sitting flat in there. Alright. So there's this one. And see, this one's about right. Once I put on the clasp, we should be good to go. Now, there's all different kinds of clasps we can use. So I do have this container. This has my toggle clasps in there. I've got some magnetic ones. All different kinds. These ones I use. So let's see. We need to stay in our silver family, yes. And this one is going to be a little bit long. So we want something kind of short. So maybe for this one, we'll just use a lobster clasp. For this one, we can use one of these because it's bigger. It'll make our situation bigger, which is what we need. We needed a little length on that. See now, it's about the same size as this one. Look at that. Yes. Okay. So now we have this one, and so maybe we can put a lobster clasp on this one as well. All right, let me get a lobster clasp. If I can remember what I've done with them. Alright guys, they weren't too far away. But I keep them in one of these little containers. I think I got these off Amazon too. But there's all different sizes of lobster clasps, you guys. All different colors. I got copper, I got antique copper, gold, and I even have some big old ones like this. These are cute. Look at that. How cute. It's got a little heart and it's got some embellishment on there. But if I have a big old chunky bracelet, sometimes I'll use those. But for our purposes today, we're going to go with the standard size of lobster clasp. And since I'm in the silver family, I'm just going to go with silver. So we'll do 2 of these. Whoops. One for this one for this one. And you guys, I hope you don't think I'm messy, but this is just the way that I work. This is the way I'm comfortable working. I don't have to have everything. It's my own chaos. Let's just say that. Okay. So, jump rings. We're going to need a couple jump rings. We'll use these bright silver ones because I just like them. So, we need one. And these are a good size because you can catch your clasp with it. So, we need one for here. We got this on this end. Now for these, we'll need one for this side and one for the other side because we're going to toggle. Alright, so let's put these bracelets together. And guys, I have some little charms. I'm going to put some little charms, but I might even embellish these. I might stick some crystals or something on this to make a charm. Maybe something, maybe glue a nice little charm and a nice little crystal in the middle maybe. Thought. It's a thought. Alright, so now guys, we need 2 sets of pliers. And guys, these are Xuron pliers. Xuron. There's a company that makes these. These are just awesome because they help you get in little teeny tiny places that you need, but they're also good for what you need to do every day. Alright, so jump ring. We need to open it. When you open your jump ring, you get your pliers on each side and just twist. See? And that'll open it up. Open. Alright, so we'll just put this through our hole here. And then we can put on our lobster. Don't y'all just find jewelry making fun? I love figuring out what I'm going to make. Seeing what my imagination will do, where it can take me. I love that. Now guys, I've made these bracelets separate. But as I said, they are all in the same color family. So, technically, you could wear them together. Alright. I'll put that on there. Like so. And sorry, I was off camera, you guys, and I'll close it up. Let me bring it back here so you guys can see my hands, for heaven's sake. All right. So there we go. So that is bracelet number 1 complete. Now, I will try to put this on, but I'm going to tell y'all right now, it is very difficult to put on these bracelets like this by yourself. So with that being said, did I not get out enough jump rings? Can I not count today? And look, I had the other one like, it's Saturday morning, y'all. Bear with me. But I had a good week. So I'm not going to complain. All right. Put that on there. Grab our thing here and close it up. Make sure you hear it. Check it from many different directions, because potentially, see that, just want to smash it. Make sure they're touching each other. And when you kind of do this on them, toughens them up a little bit. All right. I need one more jump ring. I guess maybe that's why some people don't work in chaos, huh? Oh, goodness. All right. So now we put our toggle on. And guys, this toggle is actually huge. It might even be too big for what I'm doing right here. We'll see if I can get that one on. Did you guys like this bracelet that I made the other day? I'm wearing it. Yep. Okay. Leave it in the comments if you liked it. All right, let's see. Oh, people. We hit the easy button on that one. Look how pretty. That would look awesome with a nice, some kind of outfit. I don't know. Let me see if I can get this one on. Probably not. This one's probably going to be a struggle. Yeah, I'm not. Okay. So let's get our last one on here. Now, as you can see, these are not lining up. You need to get in the right spot so that, yeah, there you go. All right. Put our lobster clasp on here. I really should have my glasses on, y'all. Okay. And really, I need another one still? Okay. Did I not count? I mean, my goodness. All right. I just need one. And guys, we'll make one pair of earrings. I have the stuff that I can make one pair. Right here. Right now. All right. That's going to be pretty too, you guys. Pretty, pretty, pretty. It's going to be too big, but it's going to be pretty. Alright, so there's our 2 bracelets. Let's make that 3. There's our 3 bracelets. I think those would look pretty together, don't you? Pretty, pretty, pretty. If I were going to do it that way, I'd put that one in the middle. What do you think? Is that too much? Or just enough? Let me know in the comments. Just too much? Or just enough? Let me know. Alright. And guys, if it's too much, you can say so. Because I can take constructive criticisms. Yes, I can. Constructive criticisms. Alright. So, I'm just going to make a quick pair of stick earrings. Yeah. And I'm going to use these components that I used in this bracelet. So, we're going to need head pins. And I think maybe that's all we need. So I got these. These were a bonus, 30 pieces, 22 gauge, 50 millimeter brass ball head pins. They're silver in color because we need silver because we're working with silver. Not to say that we can't mix metals because we really can. However, this particular thing, I want to keep it the same. So guys, wire straighteners. Sometimes when you get head pins, they're not straight. Can you see how crooked that is? So I can just take my straighteners and straighten this out. And if your head pin's not straight, earring's not going to hang straight. Okay? Yep. Alright. So, we'll just straighten them puppies out. Look at that. Straight as an arrow. Okay, almost. Close enough. Alright. So first things first, we're just going to make a pair of simple stick earrings. I think I want one of these. This. Okay, a little daisy spacer. Red. Oh, I think maybe that. And another little silver ball. Let's see how that looks. I think that's cute, don't you? Just simple, right? Something that you can throw on when you're going out of the house in the morning. Yep. Alright, we're going with it. So we're just going to make a simple loop. So we are going to bend over. And we're going to leave about a centimeter. Try to catch our stuff so it doesn't fly away and hit us in the eyeball. I told you guys, it's not a good look getting hit in the eyeball with a piece of wire. Now, loop making pliers. Need these. So I'm going to go to about right here. I think this is a good place for my loop. And look at that. She turned out beautiful. Alright. So let's go ahead and make our other one. And then we'll put it on an ear wire. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Alright. Let's try that. Alright, so here's our little components here. I need my silver ball. Silver ball. Whoops. That was crazy. Silver ball. Snowflake. Daisy spacer. Red bead. Daisy spacer. Black bead. Silver ball. And guys, I know there's a lot of jewelry makers out there. They be making extravagant things. And I do too sometimes. But I love keeping it simple. I also love keeping it simple. Sometimes people like simple. Okay. Now let me get back out of here so you guys can see. One of these days I'm going to get this camera situation right. Okay. So now we left this about 1 centimeter and we can turn. We made our loop. It's a little wonky, but we can fix it. Real jewelry making people. It's going to happen to you. Yep. All right. So, got our snowflakes. Now we just need an ear wire. And actually, I think I might make these post. So you can buy these as well on Amazon. And they're little posts. Let me show you. So these are little post earrings. And as you can see, guys, they have a little loop right here. Now, this loop does not open at all. So if you're going to use these, if you make something with a wrapped loop, you are not going to be able to put it on here unless you put it on with a jump ring. Okay? And guys, using jump rings is just another way to have a failure. Because if your jump ring's not closed, your junk will fall off. Yep. All right. So we're going to open this. If I can find where I opened it, because I did such a good job making it, I couldn't see where I couldn't see where it opened. So we are going to put this on this way, like that. Then close it up. Okay. And here is our little earring. Cutie cute. And you have, this will hang to the front this way. So the way you put this on here actually makes a difference because of the way that ours is going to hang. It needs to hang this way because we want this hanging to the front. Yes and yes. Okay. So let me open this one. Oh, there she is. And we'll put her on. And there's our earrings to match our bracelet. Now, normally when I make bracelets, I do like to make a set of earrings to go with it. Well, why wouldn't we? Right? Why not? So here we go. Let me get my tools out of the way. Bring these things in here so you guys can see. Hiya! Okay, and our earrings. What do you think? You guys like? All right. Well, that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed making bracelets with me. We're going to be making some more soon. Going with some more holiday themes. Oh, and let me go ahead and get a jump ring so that I can put on my little dangle. Okay, I'm going to put on my little dangle here. Open my jump ring. We're going to stick this right in here. And guys, it's the same on both sides. And we're just going to try to put this actually over. I don't want to put it in a hole because when it dangles, I want it to be able to move. freely. If I can get it to work, would be great. There we go. See that? So we close that up. And now we have our little dangle on. It's going to be cute. Here we go. Well, there. Now, whichever way you're wearing it, it'll move. Well, it's supposed to move. What have I done? There we go. There she goes. Alright guys. Well, I want to thank you guys for being with me today. And I'll be back soon with more videos for you guys. Please, if you like this content, like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great Saturday. Bye.